Hey there, gang. Now I hope you all have had a restful and calm week. But remember, when you're in the eye of the storm, you're often not aware of the whiplash around you. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, storm chasers, one and all, welcome to Head Games Arena. I'm Jet, and today we're going to be going right to the center of all this Dragonstorm nonsense, and by that, of course, I mean we have finally gotten around to playing Ugin, Eye of the Storm. This 7-mana Planeswalker does absolutely everything, starts at 7 loyalty, exiles up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors on cast, and then does it again whenever you cast another colorless spell. Plus draws you a card and gains 3 life. 0 gives you 3 colorless mana, and the ultimate at 11, which means 2 pluses, and you get there on the 3rd turn. Search your library any number of colorless non-land cards, exile them, shuffle until end of turn. You may cast those spells for free. So I wanted to play a version of the deck that could win once that ultimate resolves. And we found one that uses Monument to Endurance to do this. So the idea is you ultimate Ugin, get all 4 copies of Monument to Endurance out, and then get 2 triggers, 1 on your turn, 1 on theirs. It's a total of 24 damage, and your opponent dies. It really is as easy as that. So we built a very similar shell to the one we played last season with Monument to Endurance, where we're playing a lot of discard engines like Liliana of the Veil, Collector's Vault, and the Great Door to help Monument of Endurance trigger. And really, this can be a fantastic control value engine in the mid game to get us to Ugin, or it can also be the finisher. So it really works very well doing more than one thing. Interaction early in the game with Cut Down, Duress, Bitter Triumph, and Go for the Throat. Couple copies of Soul Guide Lantern to deal with people's graveyards. Liliana doing double duty as both interaction and something that synergizes with Monument to Endurance. Couple copies of Deadly Cover Up to clear up the board if we need to. Collector's Vault and Hedron Archive both working to get Ugin out ahead of curve. If they hit when they're supposed to, you can usually get to Ugin by turn 5. That's assuming everything goes well. So try to survive the early game, slam an Ugin. Usually that's enough. Opponents will often scoop to just that. If not, if we can get it to ultimate, we do have a way to win from there. So the deck is surprisingly powerful and an enormous amount of fun to play. So before we head over to the gameplay, I want to remind everybody to please like, subscribe, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think about the deck. Let me know if there's any decks you'd like to see me play. I'm really open to feedback, especially at this point in the season. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. Let's play some head games. Oh, Lafro. It's my favorite Canadian beer. That's just a joke. I don't drink. Okay, nothing but interaction. Let's do it. Island for our opponent. Storm Chaser's Talent. We will lead off with a Duress and draw a Swamp. Definitely taking the Quarry Steel Cutter. Let's see how aggressive our opponent's going to be. Okay. Not super aggressive. That's good for us. It's definitely correct. We'll just play a Swamp and say go. It's good for them to, like, needling away at us away at 1 point a turn is not good for them. They really ought to play the Slick Shot. And then the stock up. Yeah. Yep. It's remarkable, like Quarry Steel Cutter and stock up. 2 cards from the, like, really they are the backbone of the deck, right? Like, they are, from the last 2 most recent sets, and those 2 cards together are what make this deck, like, viable. Okay, I don't see a compelling reason to show them Fountain Port just yet, and I think I am going to play this, really to get the Otter off the field and also to gain 2 life. I have Bitter Triumph. It's not up right now because I don't have enough mana, but tap land for our opponent, second Storm Chaser's Challenge. They didn't Quarry Steel first, so I feel pretty okay about that. We will show Fountain Port now. Let's take out that Otter and say go. Now we've got Bitter Triumph up. Here's Quarry Steel Cutter. Second spell for our opponent is Fire up the Restless Spire. Okay, hold on. This is a 2-1 first strike. I think we take it. Oh, well. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I was thinking maybe that they needed a creature so they could play the second spell. Do I kill their land? I'm not really sure. I am 100% not sure. I think I'm going to do it. So we're going to take 2 anyway. So we only took 1 more. That's interesting. We will play a second Fountain Port and say go. So I think that we have Ugin now. Damage to us from Eroded Canyon. Oh, that's very good for us. Let's make a treasure. They're going to get stock up back. We're going to play a land and play Ugin. Ugin's going to destroy the Quarry Steel Cutter. We're actually going to
will not allow my progeny to continue their rampage.
Get 3 mana and play this Monument to Endurance, which is going to take out the Storm Chaser's talent that hasn't been activated in the second thing yet. Okay.
To the patient.
Lots of hot draws now for us. Monastery Swiftspear. Can you make it big enough to kill Ugin? Stock up. Now you're at 2. Oh, so tense. Can they kill Ugin is the $1 million question. 2 damage to Ugin takes him to 5. Monastery Swiftspear attacks him. That's fine. Throw all of your damage at Ugin. It is actually not a big deal. Yeah, we'll draw. Gain 3 life. You're really not going to like this. Collector's Vault. Get rid of the Swiftspear. Oh, this is exactly what we want the deck to do. The Great Door, get rid of the Storm Chaser's talent, and say go. I mean, Hasty Creature kills Ugin at this point, but we have the Monument to Endurance with 2 discard outlets online, and we have 19 life. By the way, Opt for our opponent is a perfectly acceptable play. To the bottom, draws their card. We're going to draw and discard, and I think we're going to start taking their life. Okay. Let's draw with Ugin, gain another 3 life. Let's duress our friend. We'll take the Bolt Wave, because they need a creature for the other thing to work. Let's activate Collector's Vault now. We will discard the Hedron Archive. And we will hurt our opponent. And we're going to say go. We can actually instant speed a blocker here. Although they do have 2 monstrous rages. That's enough! Yes! Ricin is a dangerous poison, okay? You shouldn't be playing with that. This is a solid mono black control start. I'm okay with this. I really do love getting to see what our opponent is doing before they do anything. Okay, so they are definitely on goblins. So they've got a 1-drop. I don't see a 2-drop. We don't have an answer to the 1-drop. If they don't have a 2-drop, and they do, they pick it up. Of course they do. That really makes this next play way less impactful, but we're still going to do it.
Nobody knows
we still do it.
Sacrifices must be
Yep.
made.
Well, because it buys us time. That is ultimately the hope there. Okay, starting our engines. If they kill Lily, they don't go to 2. Okay.
Knew this was a waste of time.
We are going to... Yeah, we're going to play Hedron Archive because that gives us Deadly Cover-Up or Ugin if we draw a card. Or if we draw a land. Yep. Hell Squad Heavy makes another guy, gets in for 5. Now we get to... Now we get to do this. Which doesn't necessarily... You get 4 Runvelt Hordemaster triggers. Land, land. How does that work? How does Runvelt... If it's a goblin, I see. There's our lackey. Yep. Excellent. There we go again. Okay. Alright, let's play the vault. And end the turn. It's nice that we have 2 removal spells up. Okay, Howl Squad Heavy. So... Take out the Horde Master. Goblin off the top. You got it. Take out the heavy. It will take a single point of damage and they will go to 4. Don't love it. Boy. Yep. There he is again. Take out the dropkick bomber. Oh boy, okay. 3 damage. We'll go to 6. Goblins are giving us a run for our money. That guy dies. Activate Collector's Vault. Oh no! I don't want to discard that. But it's 100% correct. That was an excellent draw. We will play Ugin, Eye of the Storms. That's going to exile this headliner. You going to do 2 to our face? You're not. Okay.
I am the master.
So
Equilibrium must be
I'm going to
restored.
play the monument and take out the lackey. And fingers crossed they don't have any hasty creatures. They can beat us here. That's not a hasty creature. That's not a hasty creature. Okay, now we need to draw some action. This has happened to us a couple of times that when we're in this spot, we don't draw anything good. That's pretty good.
Open your mind to possibility.
Let's Collector's Vault first. Discarding this swamp. We're going to draw an additional card from Monument. That's what we're looking for. That is precisely what we're looking for. So, Collector's Vault first. Exile the Horde Master. Virtue of Persistence takes out the Dropkick Bomber, and we are clear. 11 life. Our opponent's done. Another Dropkick Bomber for them. Stadium Headliner. They're just going to keep going for it, or they just want to get their spells out? No. Okay. Terrific. Control decks are tedious.
Focus. Breathe.
I mean, I do actually have to kill them at some point. That is how it works. Okay. That's terrific. We will play Hedron Archive, take out the bomber. Yeah.
Preparation.
Pretty amazing that I have been able to do 2 targeted removal spells each turn for several turns now to keep them off of their what they're doing. So now we win because they've been very, very patient with us in terms of what we are doing, but we 100% win now because we can activate Ugin's ultimate, and from there the deck actually just wins. Okay, we will get another Ugin, both Matslantes, both of the other monuments, and that's probably enough. Yep. So we'll play Ugin first. Takes out the Krenko.
I am the master.
Gain a life, draw a card.
No threat.
We will play Monument to Endurance.
My advice.
We will play Monument to Endurance.
My
We will play Matsalante the Great Door.
in the strategy.
We will draw and discard.
Knowledge is a virtue.
Damage, damage, damage. Play the other Matsalante. Keep this one. Stop on their upkeep.
My counsel.
Draw and ditch. That's it. That is the combo right there. Damage, damage, damage. Good game. Tunante. There's never too much, Nante. Never too much. Okay, lots of early game removal. Lots of early game interaction across the board. Jace sleeves for our opponent. Let's duress and see what they're up to. They are control. Exile and non-land permanents. Artifact, enchantment, creature, greater. It's the non-land permanent that's got to go. We need to draw lands and not creature removal because we are 100% playing against control. We will try to resolve Liliana, see if they drew a counter in their first 2 cards. Looks like they didn't. Let's start discarding.
Right? And you think you can win?
I'm fine with that. We both got cut downs to discard.
Drop it.
They threw a land. That's an interesting bit of information there. Did they throw a land because they've got a bunch? Are they being really, really careful? Okay, we will play our land for turn. Let's discard again. I think these cut downs are virtually useless against them, so I'm pretty okay with trying to get Lily all the way up here at this point. Now, in fairness, they do have more cards than us, so at some point I'm going to run out of cards and they're not. Yep. Or they're going to draw Get Lost, and I'm going to be very sad. There's a 4th land for our opponent. They're going to eat our Fountain Port. Yes, you've got it. Let's make a fish. Pull out our 4th swamp. So they pulled out a swamp too. So they were hosed on colors for the first 2 turns there. I wonder how much that's actually hurting them. I wonder what they're deciding between right now. I mean, don't kill our fish. It's not a worthy target. If you gotta get lost for Liliana, that's absolutely a worthy target. if you want to take a Cheetos break or any other kind of break and just walk away from your computer and let... Oh, there you are. There you are. Touching your swamps. Yeah, that's it for us. Okay, so... we just keep playing lands and keep making everybody discard cards. Well, because again, I believe that these cut downs are relatively useless.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We will pass. And, are we attacking? Yes. There's no reason not to. I mean, I suppose there's some things that could kill it, but like if it takes out another card in their hand, I'm just gonna be okay with that. Yeah, that was always gonna happen. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What's the hot draw here? It's not that. It's not a land. I suppose just straight up drawing a monument at this point, but they've got the answer for it. So, like, I really need to draw Ugin, but I don't have the mana for it yet. So... and they're going to get to that before I do, but the good news is I don't have any creatures. I'm not sure that I have any creatures in the deck at all. Which is really quite fun. Look at us, we're at 7 mana. Let's go. You want to demo field my Fomori Vault? You go for it. You go right ahead. I don't care about that vault at all. It's fine. I got swamps to spare, friend. I bet I have more interesting lands than you have demo fields. Now I'm gonna start holding lands, so that when I draw a loot effect, I'll be able to do something with it.
This
Cool.
is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
I'm gonna discard the card anyway.
Oh, that's not
Well, now they can start attacking with the Restless Anchorage with impunity. They can't because they don't have. They had to use their white source there. Yeah, we'll hold the land. Silex for our opponent. Ugin's a hot draw against them. Ooh, that's tough.
Follow my light. This is our fight to win.
Artifact, enchantment, creature power 4 or greater. Oh, that's Archangel Elspeth. That. That is not the Elspeth I thought it was, and I am much less intimidated. It's still not great for us, but it could be a lot worse. Have we not seen any counterspells from them? It doesn't mean they don't have any. It just means I haven't seen any. Ugin off the top, one time. I think this warrants a lands, am I right? Yeah, you got it, friend. I'm just gonna sit here and draw lands all day because I made myself discard all of my cards. I earned this. I deserve this. I mean, I guess. You can shoot it in response. What they don't realize is that Virtue is practically useless in this matchup. I know I don't have any creatures. I'm fairly confident they don't either. Yep. Put the counters on there. Ooh.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna call that a good game. We're done. We're done. Mr. Google, Ms. Google, and MC Google. Okay. That's fine. I really like Collector's Vault on too. I think it's one of the strongest plays this deck has. Wish this was a Duress instead of a Soul Guide Lantern, but I may be very happy that it is a Soul Guide Lantern later. We're gonna be a little less aggressive with Lily this time, because it is more than a little tricky, I think, to play Liliana when you're on the play and just start aggressively having your opponents discard cards. Let's see what they're doing first. We see 4 colors as it is right now. They're probably okay. They are certainly some kind of ramp deck. So that's going to be interesting. We can toss a second Collector's Vault, I think. Really hoping to draw a land here. More forests. Well, I mean, that's what that card does, right? Okay, we will take another swamp. I mean, we actually have enough to play a Collector's Vault here and activate a Collector's Vault here, so if we draw a land, we can actually cast Ugin next turn. So let's see what our opponent's 5-drop is. Breaching Dragonstorm! Oh, sweet Jesus. What does it get? Neat. I realize now that I should have kept the second Collector's Vault. Oh, I have a Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, okay. I should be okay then. Okay. Pitching Lily, probably. Yep, that goes back in our hand. We'll play our land and play Ugin. Take out their Stormbrood.
One step behind.
Gain a life, draw a card.
My timeless wisdom. Insight is vital to success.
So our opponent's on like 5-color dragons, which is very cool. The question is how good is 5-color dragons against Ugin, the Eye of the Storm? Was that a... Oh, it was Bramble Familiar. It's not ideal for our opponent here. Hedron Archive takes out Virtue. Oh, that's enough for them.
In the strategy.
I saw a puppet once. Somebody was just telling me that there's a puppet museum in Atlanta. Hashtag MagicCon Atlanta. This is fine. Early game interaction, Monument, and Ugin. It's what the deck's doing. Let's go. Duress? I don't love that. So here's the question, though. What do you take? You take Monument, right? And hope that you can kill me before I get Ugin? Monument's the value engine. What do you take, opponent? Yeah. I will agree that I believe that that is the right choice. Bat? No bat for our opponent. We'll take that. Second swamp for us. No Unholy Annex on 3? Phew. We are, we're getting fed here. We're getting fed. Excellent. Swamp, Hedron Archive. I mean, as lame as Hedron Archive is, Hedron Archive on 4 means you're casting Ugin on 5. You're casting Ugin on 5 ahead of curve. And the nice thing about it is that this bit is a cast trigger. So you get to destroy something, and you get at least one card draw off of it before they kill it, which they're gonna kill it. I'm actually not gonna... No illusions here that they don't have the right removal, because they usually do. They didn't this time. Unholy Annex for our opponent. They will draw a card and lose some life. We will draw our card first. It may make sense to just get the cast on the stack, but I want to see what I draw first. We will play a land. We will play Hedron Archive and destroy the Annex.
Heed my counsel.
Oh, that's too much! The old tale of Hansel and Gretel. Dude, that was a couple of sets ago, though. That's not appropriate for what we're doing anymore. We're not in Eldraine. Okay, on the draw, I do love Virtue of Persistence as our first removal spell, and the Great Door here is definitely our best loot piece. So, I mean, I'm okay with this. Question is, how fast is our opponent going to go? And here it is. Very fast is the answer. I will take a cut down off the top. Nope. Okay. We'll just say go. Not good for us. The 2-drop mouse would be good. Alright. Yep. 1 damage from the Swift Spear. We will Virtue the Swift Spear and get those points back. I would not scoff at removal here. Show off for our opponent. It's not looking good. It's wild that this deck is so fast that it's really like, on any given turn, you're like, well, unless we find a removal spell, they're just going to win. And another. Look at how much damage they're about to do in one turn. I was at 20. And now I'm at 7. 13 in one turn. Okay, now I have removal, so I can say go. We're not taking any more damage. What are they holding? What in the world are they holding? Okay, so here's... Alright, we gotta play Lily and make them start discarding cards.
Enough with the mystery.
I think the Lantern doesn't do much right now.
I'm tired of your secrets.
What are they holding that they couldn't cast last turn? It felt like there wasn't any stick there. Is it burn? Wouldn't they have... Into the Flood. Oh, they're hosed. Excellent. Let's get another card out of your hand. I think we're gonna pitch the door here.
Me.
And we'll play our land and say go. Did we win on default?
I'm tired of your secrets.
I'm really, really on the fence here. I do not want to discard Ugin. I think I'm gonna discard Bitter Triumph. Is that really greedy? It's really greedy. It's really greedy. Here it is. This is the turn. This is the deciding turn. Okay. Excellent. Monument of Endurance. Discard a card.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
I'm gonna draw a card. Perfect. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect, you guys. It's perfect! I cannot believe that the Magic Gods gave me such great kindness against this Corey Steelcutter deck. Stock up for our opponent is very good, but I do not think it is good enough at this stage of the game. Now that I've got my engine online, I think I'm all set. Okay, I'm gonna make them discard one of those cards. We're gonna get rid of our vault.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We're gonna draw an additional card. And then we're gonna say go. And now we've got it. Slick shot, show off. Where's it going? To the face. What's your second card? Yep, it's Monstrous Rage. It's a shore up? Why did you do that? Let's go! Okay. Terribly ironic. Actually, yeah, I think we pitched this. Let's draw an additional card. Play the archive. Say go. I know, it feels like we should alt Lily here and destroy 2 of their lands. We're gonna see what happens first. Ooh, 3 damage from Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, where's it go? Okay. Terrific. Alright, that can definitely die now.
Off you go.
Can they do 4 damage? Is there anything in their deck? So they don't have enough to kick Burst Lightning, so I think I'm okay to just cast this right now. I'm still at a very low life total. I cannot believe that it has gone this badly for me. I think I want your Slick Shot. Okay.
Don't bother begging. I'm fresh out of mercy.
Okay, how do you feel about your lands? We're gonna leave up the blocker. We're not on the offense just yet. It's at least a little sad that it has been so bad for me here that I have had to struggle this hard to beat this deck. It has something to do with it being the best deck in the format. Yeah, we're just gonna make a treasure. We'll get your other Slick Shot back. That's what we're looking for. Let's discard first. I think Deadly Cover-Up is actually too slow, so I think it's pretty safe for us to do this. Let's start hurting you. No, I think I can just draw cards from here, because I think that they're incredibly likely to scoop to this. Yeah.
I am the master.
There it is.
I will mend this.
All right, folks. This is the certified boogeyman, not just your average run of the day boogeyman, but like this certificate hanging on the wall in a frame, ready to make us very sad. This is fine. I mean, again, it's not exciting, but it does have an early game removal. It's got Soul Guide Lantern if we're playing against Reanimator. It's got a board wipe, and it's got the Fountain Port to try to get us there. I think it's okay. Mono white, Authority of the Consoles. We do not care about that at all. Collector's Vault is a gigantically fantastic draw. We'll take Collector's Vault all day long. I'm going to stop playing Fountain Port early. I'm going to stop playing Fountain Port until I can actually use it. Pride Mate for our opponent. Well, that is definitely something that we're going to remedy. Really, that's just to slow them down, you know? They don't have any, you know, they're not really gaining any life right now. There's Essence Channeler for them. They're not getting any life off of us getting creatures on the board. That's not happening. Tricky. It might be Soul Guide Lantern. Yep. Okay. We will play a swamp and play Hedron Archive, which can, interestingly, activate the Collector's Vault, which I like a whole lot. And now I have enough mana on board that I can pitch a land without feeling too bad about it. So they have none of the things. So Beza is just a 4/5, right? You have none of the things. Yep. I'm okay with this. I will take 2. Activate Collector's Vault on your end step. Probably pitch in the swamp. Yeah. Okay, we will play the first Fountain Port, and we will play Deadly Cover-Up. So I actually could... Okay, now we're gaining life. Do you have a follow-up? Do you have more than one creature? You do not. Interesting. So I can Collector's Vault, or I can actually... I would lose both of my treasures if I did that. I think we just activate here. Get another treasure. End up being card neutral. I don't like pitching the land, but it could be a lot worse. They are holding something. I wonder what it is. Land is excellent for us. Monument to Endurance. Last card, Liliana of the Veil. I'm going to let them keep the Hinterland Sanctifier. We're going to hit their hand.
This fight finished before brunch. Don't overthink
Okay.
things.
All right. Look at this game of attrition. Nobody's got cards in their hand. They've got a 1/2 on board to attack Lily. Go ahead. I'm 100% okay with this.
Watch it.
Let's activate Collector's Vault. Don't pitch something good. Go for the throat's fine. We'll draw an additional card. Okay. So this is the tricky part, is because you want to have cards to discard, unfortunately. Like, that's kind of how it works. So... but we really like... I actually am seriously thinking about drawing cards off this Hedron Archive, because I have lots of mana. That seems right, right? Yeah. That seems right. Now we're discarding a card. Yeah, get out of here.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
What do I pitch? Hedron Archive, I guess? Let's draw an additional card. Alright, we'll play our land for turn. Let's play Matslanti. Next, and go. Alright, so now we can do it twice. You got it. Case of the Uneaten Feast for our opponent. We're going to do a bunch of really annoying drawing and discarding. Drawing and discarding. Let's get the discard out of the way. Oh, hold on. Can I back up? Shoot, I did that wrong. Very, very wrong. Drawing. We should play our monument first. Now we're cooking. Yeah, let's just say go. We've got them. There's no way they're getting out of this. I suppose they could draw the spell that brings all the creatures back from their graveyard. Not great for our opponent. They're playing it out like a trooper here, though. I'm pretty surprised by that. Yeah, because we're going face with all this now. Damage, damage. My turn. Activate Liliana. Discard this card. Listen, Monument to Endurance, All-Star. All right, friends and opponents, how did we do today? Well, 7 games on camera, 6-1 with the deck. Pretty impressive record as far as I'm concerned. We'd played against aggro a couple of times and were able to turn the corner on a number of those occasions, which really is the measure to me of whether a deck is going to be able to hang in the meta at all. Is this a top tier deck? Certainly not, but can it hang? Sure. It can, under the right circumstances with the right draw. We're built to be able to deal with aggro with things like Virtue of Persistence, Go for the Throat, and Cut Down. Even Liliana's good in the right matchup. A little bit of ramp can get us to Deadly Cover Up ahead of curve, and really, once we slam Ugin, if they can't deal with it immediately, the incremental life gain is going to be too much for them. So I love that quality to the card. Overall, Ugin, Eye of the Storms, I know I'm not breaking the format here or telling anybody anything they don't already know, but this card is the truth. Both of the Planeswalkers in this set are just enormously powerful. So this is just a very strong card. I have loved every iteration of Ugin so far, and this one's no different whatsoever. So this deck's really fun. It's got my other favorite card in the format right now, Monument to Endurance, so I'm really loving this list right now. I'm going to go take it out for a little bit more driving around the old racetrack. We're not in that set anymore, right? That's okay. I'm still going to drive around the racetrack. So thank you all, as always, for tuning in, spending the time watching me play some silly games on Arena. One last reminder, please remember, like and subscribe, leave some comments down below. All those things really help support the channel, and we very much appreciate it. So remember, as always, take care of your head. We'll see you next time.